Hello, respected viewers. It's George from Ireland. Well, finally, some good news, and that is the inauguration of Grand Duke Guillaume in Luxembourg. So his father Henri has abdicated. He announced last Christmas he's going to step down. So Guillaume V took over. Well, was it on the 3rd? So when is today's Monday? Was it Saturday? Something like that. Okay, so this is something that monarchies been increasingly doing. The King of the Belgians, he abdicated several years ago. King Juan Carlos of Spain abdicated. The Queen of the Netherlands abdicated, as her mother did before that. I think as her grandmother did before that. Obviously, a previous Pope Benedict XVI, he abdicated. I'm not sure any other monarchs abdicated rather than staying on till death. I mean, Her Britannic Majesty, who died over 3 years ago, she said years ago in 2022 at a Golden Jubilee celebrations, i.e., marking 50 years as monarch, that she would reign until God summoned her. She would not abdicate because British monarchs don't do that. Edward VIII was an aberration, and that was seen to be just because of scandalous circumstances. So now the real distinction of Grand Duke Guillaume is he met me, lucky chap, which no doubt prepared him for this. I suspect he doesn't remember that some over 20 years ago, well, almost 20 years ago, 2005, if memory serves, in a pub of all places. Was it the White Horse or the White Swan? I got chatting to this chap, probably slightly younger than me. He had black hair, a bit of a beard then. He spoke really good English with a maybe faint French inflection, because obviously Luxembourgish, which is like a dialect of German, is the first language. They do everything in French as well. They're very Francophile. Obviously, this small landlocked country sits in between France, Belgium, and Germany, taken over by Germany in the First World War and in the Second World War. Grand Duke Jean, he fled in the Second World War to the United Kingdom. He fought in the British Army in the Irish Guards. He's there at D-Day. I met a Luxembourgish ambassador who told me all this. Anyhow, and so we discussed what it was like to be a prince and said, well, he always knew his family was different. And the thing is, they're relatively anonymous because most people don't recognize them in the UK. You just go to the cinema and nobody just knows them for Adam. Just occasionally they'll see a Luxembourg or someone who, from say, the French media knows who they are. And he said it is advantageous being a monarch because, you know, when you fly to China on a trade mission, the Chinese are bored to tears meeting all these politicians and civil servants. But a prince, that makes him sit up and notice, even from a small part of a country like Luxembourg. Well, sorry for being so demeaning and so, what would the word be, chauvinistic towards them. Okay, so wealthy monarch, one of the wealthiest countries in the world, rock solid. He talked about the Portuguese immigrant community there, said that they are the best monarchists there. Okay, so anyway, the Grand Duke Henri has stepped aside. So the abdication took place, and so Henri didn't quite meet his silver jubilee. So Guillaume speaks like flawless English. He went to Le Rosé, which is this the most expensive school in the world, in Switzerland, educated through French and English. The University of Durham, I believe he dropped out. Likewise, he went to Sandhurst and he felt like dropping out, and they said, "You want to drop out? Fine, go." I don't think he did actually drop out of the Royal Military Academy in the UK, as in to be like an officer in the British Army. Not that he was an officer in the British Army, but they're foreign students as well. I think it's a bit of a money spinner for them. Okay, so that's it. And he swore in front of the Chamber of Deputies to uphold the Constitution. So he's already married. He's got children. They are observant Catholics. He had a cousin at Ampleforth College where I had the misfortune to be employed for a while. Okay, so he's got two sons, and one of them, Francois, is the younger one. Charles is the other one. Charles, he is 5 years old. He's now the heir apparent. Okay, so good news for them, attended by various other people like the King of the Netherlands, and then the Princess of Orange was there. It shows that I'm a monarchist. I like the continuity, the pageantry. I find it reassuring. It's so romantic. It's humanity is hereditary. It's a family, and it's entirely compatible with democracy and human rights. I know it's a trifle inegalitarian, maybe not strictly logical, but then people aren't. Wow. So vive le Grand Duc. I remember an American once saying, "Oh yeah, Luxembourg is ruled by the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg," not knowing the word duke as in the heritable noble title, as opposed to the boy's name in the United States. What else? So because duke from dux as in leader in Latin, and so that's the highest title there, Grand Duke. That he's the ruler there. So the Grand Duchy of Luxembourg became an independent country. There are many more Grand Duchies, particularly in Germany, but they all became part of the Federal Republic. Thanks for watching my channel. Make sure you subscribe on Patreon, donate PayPal, georgecallan7@gmail.com. I noticed that the oath was all in French because that was, the prestige language. Toodaloo.